Hi guys, it's me. I wanted to take some time to kind of introduce your reflections because your first one is due, I believe, on the 21st. Don't quote me on that. Please go by the dates on your syllabus and your outline. The first reflection, first of all, I really want to emphasize that you're taking a personal health course, and if you're doing that, you have some interest in your own personal health, I'm assuming. So these reflections are really more for you than for me, but I want to see that you're doing the reflecting. I can tell you that this is a process that I sit through with my personal trainer, and we sit down and we reassess goals, and we have these long, uncomfortable talks sometimes about what it is that I'm doing, as well as with my significant other. We do sit down and set down financial and relationship and emotional goals as well. So these are exercises that it's good to reflect and go back on. Your first reflection is going to be pretty straightforward. You're going to cover the chapters that we've covered thus far. They're listed on the reflection sheet. Chapters 1, 2, 3, and 12, I believe. Go through the self-assessments, like go back and look at them again. If you didn't save them, hopefully you penciled them in your book that you have them, or else take some time to go through them again. It's not a big deal. It'll take you a few moments. And really think about your results. Like, were you surprised? Were you not surprised? Is it kind of what you expected? Did it make you stop and think? Like, that's all the point. So go through that and see where that leads you. Let me go back and make sure I'm covering the instructions properly since I don't have them memorized. Once you have that, go through and kind of summarize what you've learned through our class discussions on Blackboard. The directions or the instructions that are listed on Blackboard are still left over from when this class was a hybrid class, half online, half in person. So we didn't have small group activities or handouts or anything that happened in a classroom. So please use what has happened online. What have you learned? What specific changes do you want to try to make? What specific strategies will you try to undertake to implement changes, etc.? And the results of your reflection from your assess yourself activities at the end of the chapter. Share your results of your assessments, like summarize them in a sentence or two. Discuss what you've learned about yourself, what specific changes you want to try to make, what specific strategies you're going to make. What you're going to hear is this coming up over and over again. Be specific. Research has shown over and over and over again that behavior change does not happen without a SMART goal. Your textbook talked a little bit about this. Specific, measurable, action-oriented, results-oriented, and timed. So you have to be able to put an end time to things. You will also notice that I've added a link to a behavior contract. I have not been able to find any way for you to be able to fill in a contract and send it back to me via email or Blackboard. I've looked, trust me. But here's what I can do. I put up that example, and you can use it to type up a short contract. It does not have to be verbatim. Please pick the high points and send that in to me. So that way you always have a copy and I always have a copy, so that when it comes back to you reflecting the next time, you can look back at your contract and say, did I actually make my goals? If I take them from you, if I take your contract and you never see it again, it doesn't do you any good. I'd have to send it back to you in order to, for you to be able to measure your goals. Plus, this way you can put it somewhere measurable. Like I put my goals up on my refrigerator. And so they're there every time I reach for the ice cream in the freezer. So my point is I want this to be just as much about you, if not more so, than about me. So I really encourage you to take some time, reflect, write. It doesn't have to be in a specific format except for what is outlined for you within your instructions. Otherwise, you're kind of open. Like some people are more blunt, shorter writers, and some people like to write on. But please don't go over 2.5 pages. Some of these topics will be more pertinent to you, and some of them won't. So they that's kind of where that lies. Let me know if you have any questions. Email me. You know how to reach me, and please don't wait till the last minute. Thanks. Bye-bye.